Are we live? Hey, it's only Thursday. What are we doing? Are we alive, everybody? So happy that we're all here together. Hasn't been that long either. We've been having some killer lives all week long, you guys. What a great week. What a busy week. I know that everybody was excited to see Alexis and Theo tie the knot this week on Tuesday. That was a fun live. And Allison Prairie Girl Rocks is live. And we got to see some live from Tomcat, Josh Zzz, and Jawhick was just live over on the Discord. We've been seeing some great videos from Jeff and Opie Rocks. It's just been awesome. So we be alive, says Miss Lisa, who is the star of the show tonight, due to the fact that she sent this box. We got to get into it. Of course, we could not labor it, not just one more day. No, we weren't going to wait for the Friday Live. Friday Live. We needed to do this right now while I could still articulate it. Steinkerns to you and all. Hot tea in my cup. How about you guys? And kind sterns and boops. A boop. Chris, Jenny, all y'all. And we have Rufotris is in the house. Good to see you. Jawhick is here. Thursday live. Yeah. And Vicky's here. Good to see you. Jeff, of course, is here as well. That Opal guy is in the house. Great to see you as well. Cindy is here. The gang is compiling itself right here as we speak. This is fantastic. Ryan is here, and the Spicy Boot is here. James has been here since the beginning. So great. Blind Squirrel Rocks is here. And I'm going to see if I like Melissa, of course, is here. She is the fabulous ballerina of wrenches in moderation. And I don't mean moderation. I mean being a moderator. Oh, wording is going to be maybe a little hard for me today. We've got Papa's Gems is in the house. Thank you for coming as well. And Cody is here. Fantastic. Wow. Allison Prairie Girl Rocks is here. I wonder, have you got any music that you're going to be playing this weekend, my darling? One of these days, I'd love to just pop up at one of them shows and I don't know, scare y'all or something. I'm not entirely sure. Be a hootin' and a hollerin'. And Travis is here. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Kid Curry is here as well. It's like Friday, but earlier. We're just a day early with our weekend, because it's a holiday weekend, isn't it, guys? And so we might as well get this thing a cracking early, right? Jenny is here, the gemmiest of all Geminis, mimimis. And Soul is also here. English is a difficult language. English being my first language and still totally difficult. I'm learning it all the time. Uh, so true. Well, we have, like I aforementioned, this fabulous box to open tonight, and I didn't want to wait until tomorrow to do so. We've got more and fun, exciting things happening on down the road all the way into tomorrow too. And it's been like everybody is like, who's going live? Who's going next? I mean, this has started some time ago, but it definitely looks like we're going to need to step up and make sure that we've got lots of lives going for you all. And I love that everybody's taken up the charge. I did see that Melissa was doing something over there on the Discord a little bit earlier today, too. Was that a live, Miss Ma? And Silva back is in the house. How is tomorrow going? See, now he's on time for Friday. We're all the ones that are lagging back in the other time zone. But yeah, thank you all for filling that live spot in our hearts all week long, and we're looking forward to some good lives going on this weekend. And I would love for anybody who's got a live that we're going to be looking forward to this weekend to either pop up a link or definitely let us all know that you are going to go live so that we know to look out for you. Somehow, boy, you guys saw that I had like a meltdown of YouTube on my last live stream, and it's been a little jinky. YouTube, we love you, but it's been a little jinky, so don't expect that you're going to get the notifications. Definitely keep your eyes out. And it's always nice when you guys post up that you're going to be going live soon in the Discord so that we can keep an eye open there. Melissa, this is so funny. I read that wrong when I first glanced at it. I'm like, what is she doing in the live with laps? But yeah, she was flat lapping in the lounge. And so we're gonna be treated to all these folks going live. I just love it. So again, if you aren't in the Discord, then you're welcome to come join us. It's an invite thing, so uh, catch an invite and pop on over there. There's lives going on in the lounge. There's, of course, show and tells going on all day and all night. Turn off your notifications if you don't want to get the pings because it's super cool. People want to show off what they've been working on into the wee hours. And it's always kind of a good time if you are also working late, knowing that, there's other people doing studio time at the same. And I've been working. You guys saw on the intro video, if you were watching that early, our little intro, that I am working on a slew of bracelets, and I'm excited to release those. One of them was the one that you guys saw on the little intro video, and I wanted to showcase it because that gem there is a one that Lisa sent me in another care package. She sent me a little gem jar of some really pretty little amethysts. And so that's actually the first one that I've set out of that bunch. And some of the opals that you've seen of the Ethiopians that I've been working on that I've just only been polishing. I haven't set any of those yet either, I don't think. Yeah, just the polishes, and those were from Lisa as well. So Melissa's telling me to get on the naughty step. Yeah, I better go sit in the corner for a little bit. Um, and so, yeah, people sharing their studio progress, whether it be in lapidary or in rock hounding or in their silversmithing, sharing techniques and all kinds of good stuff over there. That's what I thought, Cindy. So yeah, I just read it wrong. And that's why I get to go sit on the naughty step and all that jazz. So Lesby Rockin is also dashing up in here, and so is Daniel. It's so good to see you guys. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into our box, although Cindy is saying that she had a vision for what to make for a pendant on the Viking weave, which is really exciting. I did ask the direct question of what are you going to be putting on that beautiful chain that you made. So we're all going to be looking forward to that. Very cool. It's really fun to watch folks trying new things or doing something that they're insanely mastered at and popping up like a work in progress, and then you get to see it done. So yeah, it's super cool to share. And we got this Racha. She has been a member for a month. That's why she's got the cool shell. And open that box already. Well, let's get on to it then. I couldn't agree with you more. Um, and everybody wants to buy your unfinished Viking weave. Aw, that's sweet though. Cindy, that's a good sign. If people are already excited about your piece and it's not even finished yet, that's the kind of love that you want for sure. And so, oh, and Allison could only hear about half of what I just said because you were cutting a big rock. That's cool. I love to see what's in folks's saws and jaws and all that kind of stuff. And so we'll be looking forward to seeing that. I'm sure very very soon. And Cindy, thank you so much. Let's throw this up then. Let's get on with it. Thank you. And when she's finished, somebody y'all buy that necklace so that we can pay her back for that very very nice pledge. I really appreciate that. You know how much I do. I thank you so much. StreamYard is jacking up the prices on everybody. I don't know if Rufotris and some of y'all that are using the StreamYard saw your email in your email box today, but yeah. So thank you. That should just about cover what they just jacked up the price on. I'm amazed. I mean, they're good, but like, I guess enough people got involved that they're like, okay, it's time to turn the screws on y'all. Great, great platform. Love the platform. Just got a little more expensive. So I do thank you so much for that. That will be going directly towards the fabulous platform that's going on right now. That's all y'all are going to be enjoying tonight and tomorrow, and we will talk about a little bit later. I'm getting to the box. I'm getting to the box. But in a little bit after the box, we'll talk about what else can happen for the weekend, both with your guys' lives and what might happen here too. And popping this bad boy up, Rufotris, I knew that you would be like listening and enjoying this little tangent. Little tangent. I promise I'm getting to the box. 25 a month for them isn't enough. I may pay for the year for the discount. Yeah, I know. I'm contemplating it myself. So the entry level is gone. And so they just kind of slid everybody up. So everybody who was paying, I think it was like right around 25 bucks, is going to be paying, I think, 45. And I was at that like $50 level, and they have bumped that up to 88. And so like, okay, that's me trying to decide whether I'm going to order more silver or I'm going to like pay for the live streams. But you guys are worth it. But geez, like I'm going to have to do like more lives, like twice as many lives to kind of warrant spending almost twice as much as I am. Yeah, I know, it's a total holy crap factor. It is kind of ridiculous, other than the fact that you kind of need it if you're running a podcast, or if you're doing something where you want to use multiple cameras and stuff like that, or have more than one guest. Then it is what it is, unless you want to do OBS, which the OBS melted my computer down. So when I can figure that out, it would be nice too. But like, I really do like the StreamYard. Um, and let's see, Rufocus was reading about the group rates. Yeah, I think that there's like a business rate, and I think you can have more than some number of seats, like 4 or 8 or something like that. So we can definitely talk about that as well. It is outrageous, and it is rampant inflation and all the things. But yeah, like here's the positive side. You guys are definitely catching, like I had to gasp when I looked at that. I was like, okay, do I keep the professional level then, or do I like go back down to the level that I was before I upgraded? But now I'm kind of spoiled on the upgrades. They knew what to do. They were like, we'll hook them for about 6 months, and then we'll turn the screws on them a little. But if we hustle hard and we do, the more and more and more, and so like we'll just do more, I think, and make it work. We'll make it work. It's you guys are worth it, right? And there is a free version. You just have to like there's their logo on it, and there's a bunch of limitations on the free one. So you can totally try it still for free and see how rad it is. But then yeah. You got to do the thing or not. And yeah, I'm hearing people's commiserations and whatnot. So, yep, more more is better. Why not? Why not just have more? Okay, steinkerns, and we're opening a box now. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the box. And so we'll do this thing so that we are looking at the superstar. I could not wait. Of course, uh, Lisa did tell me like, "Hey, there's this stuff and I'm waiting on it, and then there's this stuff and it came in to the mail finally for me, and how about, I throw that in the mail." And you know what? To tell you guys all the truth, I was in the dumps this week emotionally because I wanted to be at the wedding and we just couldn't make it work with our truck and all happening. We were just behind the eight ball. It just wasn't meant to be. And so, a package like made my heart warm. And you guys all like, the fact that we got to watch the wedding together, that made my heart warm, and all the things. And so Mr. Turtle Montana is in the house. We keep each other some good company. And so I love y'all rock community for, it's like whenever you're feeling down, just hang out with all the rest of the rockin' people. And here we have the box. I'm going to put my steinkern down and we're getting into it. I promise. I promise. Okay, putting that down. Yeah. Get into the box, scared. And so I'm not entirely sure if there's a good way or a bad way to open this particular situation. So actually, we'll do it this way. A lot of times I open it the other way, and then I feel like it wasn't the smartest way. So we'll do it this way, the way that most people close them. Although one time I opened up one from Kurt, and it was like specifically set up to open from one of the ends as opposed to this part. And so yeah, like I'll figure out the pardon me, the wrong way to do it. The box cam is a little laggy. Okay, is it getting there? Or was that just because I just didn't have it going as far as like lagging on getting to the box at all? Let's see if I can get through these perfs. With all the good tape jobs that everybody does, sometimes like just even getting into the boxes, we're halfway in the box. How many of you guys out there feel box challenged? I never want to hurt something in the box itself, so I try to be as dainty as possible. There, that's better. And I'm trying to also keep one eye on the chat to make sure I don't miss anything absolutely imperative, although I'm sure that you guys would you guys would yell at me if I was doing something weird, or like being muted or any of the things like we don't see camera 2 at all. There we go. And yeah, I'm about to upgrade actually the mic and camera system for what we use. And instead of using my phone, have a dedicated extra camera. And so, there's always like building on the empire of all of this wonderful liveliness that we want to produce for you. And so just know it's all out of love. It always feels like we can create like a better presentation for you, and that's part of the fun. Is kind of like curating the art gallery or something. Okay, Karen, there's this thing that is really helpful. It's called a box cutter. Yeah, I know. See, these all-purpose knives live in our house all over the place. I don't know what it was used for last, probably opening up some other box or whatever. Looks a little dirty. But yeah, this guy actually, these are the Knox um knives, just all purpose. So it's almost like a box cutter, right? And Allison, sometimes at work I feel box challenged. Yeah, yeah, I totally, yeah. And then you have to cuss at the boxes, and you hope that you don't, implode their feelings. Those poor boxes. And Kid Curry is still scissor challenged. And yeah, Melissa, it is lots of goodies. Like it was heavy, and I love that. Chris is saying that she uh, cusses at boxes too. And Boot says always have the razor blades around. Well, here's something that's kind of funny, you guys, is there's a razor blade like right here. The only thing is like sometimes that's aggressive enough that I'm worried it's going to cut into stuff that's important. Shred it, says William. Did I say hi to you? Hi, William, if I didn't, and hi again if I did. And Cindy curates a great peanut gallery. I would definitely agree. And an M80 would do the job as well, for sure. Tape and I are not on speaking terms, says Jeff. Yeah, I totally hear that. And everybody's relating to that big time. Tape gets it. uh, Tape gets the razor. I murder it. Yeah, yeah, I totally hear you. Yes, and Jahik, she did send me a box of napkins, understanding that perhaps I might be a little bit of a mess. And that seems to be true a lot of the time. I love how Kyle was trying to tell us how he didn't reuse the toilet tissue or the toilet tissue holders, like the inner cores that he uses to box stuff up. I thought that was hilarious. Um, and I wanted to send him some fancy toilet tissue, actually. I thought that would be fun. Okay, so we have some tumbled goodies here. Does anybody want to have a guess at what we have here? And because of all the work that I've been doing, I have some pretty chewed up fingernails. So look the other way. I'm sorry about the fingernails and probably some jewelry polish underneath. I've been working on that. Copper is some pretty messy business. And do we think it's a Youper? Do we think so? Make a dice. Make a dice. It says Cooper or Kid Curry. All right. Well, or lab. Did Ma just see a flash? I do not have a clue what you have, says Daniel. Um, and Yepper to the Youper. We have two of them here, and they are both very nicely polished. And Ma is saying lab or moonstone. Well, I do have the black light, or rather, or maybe China sodalite, and cyanite or whatever is another question. Well, let's try some UV and see if that does anything. We've got a whole lot of light washing in from outside, so I apologize. I'm not going to be able to make it terribly dark, but we can. Oh, let's see. Oh my gosh, come on over here. I'm gonna have to. There. And you can see really, really close. Let me see if I can cup my hands. Look at how hot those guys are. It's like holding the volcanoes that have been going off all week. And thank you, Ken and Melissa, for posting up the links for our volcano cams. They're so much fun to watch. If I'm not watching you guys doing your live streams and stuff like that while I'm doing my studio work, because nobody's live, of course, then it's that. And I'm holding it way over here because I do have an armature that's holding on to the light, and it's set up for the microscope less so than over here. So that is pretty darn cool. I probably shouldn't loiter too long on each thing. Lest we be here all night, which I don't know, like some of y'all might not be all that heartbroken if we did that. Um, let's get that back on. We'll get this back out for now. Awesome. Um, great glow for sure. And yes, it's Lisa. Super, super nice. Oh, and we have this here. And I'm glad that Lisa's on hand so that we kind of know what's here. And it would be kind of cool to do dice and then have them be youpered up and play some glowy dice. Um, what do we have here? Is it selenite maybe? What have we got here? Oh, it's probably written right here. Oh, no way. This is the morganite. Oh, wow. This is a really big lump. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is a ka-chonka donk of morganite, guys. Wow. That's impressive. Well, that should be fun to play with. Wow. It's how beautiful is that? I mean, you can see some pretty neat growth patterns and stuff like that. Um, pity we have to cut this. But you guys, oh, look at that. What cool what cool crystal structure is that? I should have asked the question and waited to see who knew their crystals that good. Faceted, you know it, Jawhick. That is a what's going on. Got some morganite. I know, Jeff. I guess the same thing as you, right? Read the package, says Lisa. Okay. Like I need to keep one eyeball on the packages to make sure that I know what is going on. Kid Curry, you are correct. I I definitely love the lumps and um I don't know if we're gonna get to it tonight because I do want to get through this box, but I have bigger uh the bigger lens on the microscope. We've got the 40 to 90. And so some of these are going to be really, really neat to see underneath the microscope. So we'll probably have to do a micro zone tomorrow night and hang out with some of these. I was looking at some of the labradorite, and I didn't get to the rainbow lattice sunstone, but I figure that stuff is going to be like amazing. The labradorite was just so good. It never ever looked so good. Um, Rufo is trying to clean right now, and I think if I recall from one of your live streams that you're having guests, and so like you have to do it. And so hopefully we can just live stream here and keep you entertained while you clean instead of being too much of a distraction. But you do know that Lisa's boxes are always so darn good that yeah, it might be hard. And oh, we have like a whole oh my gosh, you guys, I just went into like hog heaven, hyper overdrive. There's like so much in this little bag already. Okay, so I am somewhat prepared for this. I had a feeling. And so we're going to slide this box back a little bit. We're going to get this up and a little bit better oriented here. And we have another little table that we can use for this. I know, Melissa. Um, and one of the things that Miss Lisa did say was that, I'm free to share. There's going to be a lot here. And so I'm kind of excited about that. So, those of you out there in need. And so, Jackie wants me to UV the morganite. Yes, ma'am. We can do that really quick before we get into these little baggies. Sorry. And welcome in, Jackie. It's so good to see you. And Jackie did do a super fun live also. And so I did tell everybody before that it would be super cool if you guys are planning on doing any live streams this holiday weekend. Please let us all know. If you know right now, then you can let us know, or you can pop a link up if you've got that made. But it would be great to know what we're all doing because we're gonna, like, some of us are gonna be hanging around. Okay, so I don't think so. It doesn't seem to be very hot. And yeah, that's so I would say no. Although I know that there's a lot of light, but I don't think that it does. And somebody out there who is more the gemologist can also help out with that if they know of any reactivity for the morganite. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this lump. I'm still like completely not over the fact that that is so beautiful. And I'm gonna have to really make some serious plans for how that gets faceted. So you guys already saw, spoiler, there was some tourmaline for sure. And so look at these beauties. Look at how blue that is. Oh my gosh. Also, I did put a light that can do some under. We're going to see how awful this is. And if it's really bad, then I will stop. But in order for us to get some bottom lighting, I tried to set this up for that. Oh, that's so bright. Maybe I can pull it down just a little bit. This is so, these are so blue. It's with the yellow background of the wood, not very easy to see. I'll bring a piece of paper or a paper towel here next. Maybe even that could cut down on, update that later in Discord after it gets dark. Okay, will do. All right, so we've got white and we've got that. Yeah, that was the way to do that. Look at that. Okay, you guys all know the hack now. Put a paper towel over your light. And you've got like a wonderful light table. The strip that I usually use is in the casita. We've been using it. So look at those tourmalines, you guys. That is such a good color. Those are as teal as it looks. And fabulous. Some is fluorescent, says Jackie. Okay. Um, just not that. And I that would kind of put morganite over the top. But yeah, look at that, is those are so gemmy. I'm sure that I can get two long beautiful cuts. The those tourmaline cuts that they have that are nice and long, that go along with the way that the gems look. They're not already cut, are they? No. I mean, they're so perfect that they almost look like they're already cut. Like that one that is closest to us, like that looks like it's got, like, that's the pavilion and that's the table. That looks faceted. That is faceted. Oh my gosh. I'm slow. The indicolite. Thank you. Thank you, William. You totally helped. Where's Lisa? Because she's probably hollering at me. And that opal guy is saying use parchment paper. That is a really good idea. That's an awesome plan. I do have the tweezers. Wow. I did not realize that is a flippin' pair and they are already faceted. My heart be still. Oh my gosh. It would have been fun to work them, but they're awfully small already. And the fact that they're already ready already is quite exciting. So, oh my gosh. There we go, sort of. Is that a good enough picture for you guys to see that this guy is already ready already? Now this would be a good one for, if, I had left the other lens on the microscope. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play with these. Ah, they're so pretty. Okay, oh my gosh. All right, game over. That was fun, guys. I need to get back into the studio and start working right now. Yeah, Lisa, no, it's okay. I was kidding. You're fine. We were joking. I was joking about the fact that not only did I not see with my keen eyes that they were already faceted, but I couldn't think of the indicolite word. And so, boy, that right there is like so exciting. Oh my gosh. Um, and we'll get this out and start oogling it while I'm catching up. Already ready already. Yeah. Yes, Daniel. Because sometimes we want to be thorough with our redundancy. Um And Tom, Cat, Josh just got home. Good for you, man. I hope that you are having a great evening. Oh, I love these so much. This is the ruby in the what is the other material? You guys help me out. These are always so pretty. And I always imagined them going so well with amethyst. Am I right now? Need some Pariba now. Yeah, tell me about it, William. Uh, uh, is it like is it fuchsite? And you always just want to double check before you open your mouth and start saying stuff like that. Atlantisite, yeah, is another guess that we have. It is so pretty. And Cynthia, I say hi to you already? Um, Good to see you. Stitch tight. Uh, all right. I know I've seen it go by on Kyle's live streams, and this stuff is really cool. It actually makes me want to like. It looks like those sweet tarts, kind of a little bit, and they feel like a sweet tart too. I kind of want to chew on this right now. I will try not to, but it kind of looks like it would taste like a blueberry limeberry type thing. It came from Kyle. Yeah. That's a Kyle question. Yeah. Kyle, where are you? He's probably driving someplace. He's probably on the road. Um, Poor feller. I bet you he hasn't had a whole lot of rest in the last few days. But a whole lot of fun. And those of you who are, oh my gosh, Mr. Turtle Montana. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. More funds for the for the live streams. And actually, this is all gratis of Lisa. And I'll bet you it was expensive. And I thank her so much. Grape lime sounds good too, that opal guy. But yeah, I really thank you for your generosity. Believe me, it goes to definitely funding these live works in one way or another. And then we'll be sharing the spoils of this round with folks as well. And so we really appreciate your generosity, and I appreciate Lisa's. Like I said, yeah, this doesn't some of this doesn't come for free. Although I think that she did share that she won some, which is super cool as well. Um, and Jeff was saying that he got a few of those cabs as well. Yeah, yeah. If you can remember what they're called. I think we're all having like a group moment. Like I remember seeing them, but I can't remember what the name of them is. And we're looking at some beautiful little opals right now. And you guys have no idea how much I love littles because they make such cool sidecar stones to some of the superstars. And so littles are so fun to use. and these are real bangers. Like you can see there's like a lot of color there. At least I'm trying to help you to see. Thank you so much, Mr. Turtle Montana. You are too kind. Really, really appreciate the support. And so I'm gonna hide that really quick, and we're gonna get like a little black backing here, and that's helpful. And so, yeah, you know what? Good things come in little packages sometimes. They don't have to be great big. And then, you can imagine them just sitting there sparkling next to something that picks up some of the like color. There's that green one that's just like screaming there, that just really, really wants to be, paired with, say, moss agate or some malachite or something cool that has lots of green in it, peridot. Who knows? But this is the fun. Once we do this, and then we place all of them out on, these things, and I have a party with all of the gems out, and we see who wants to play with each other. I was just doing that with a piece of um, aventurine that I actually found, and an appetite that, like, they looked so beautiful together. Whoa! I got so excited. I just had like bumped the whole thing. Um, and it was just because I was doing that play, and I was like, "Hey, you guys didn't tell me that you were in love. Look at the cute couple." It was so cool. And we have Let's Be Rockin' a member. Thank you. Woohoo! We are jamming tonight. Thank you so much. Let's be rocking. Steinkerns to you. Cheers, and all of the good things that we get to do together. Regardless of if we're members or if we're not. Like, I was gonna do this stream, since it was an early, kind of like nonchalant stream. I was gonna do it for the members, and then I was like, oh no, we need to share it with everybody, and Lisa agreed. And so I'm going to try to make the member side special for you guys that are members, like have extras, but I also want to make sure that everyone is always included. So I'm going to figure out how to do that, because I love you. I love you all. You guys are all rocking. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Knock, knock. Who's there? Tank. Tank who? You're welcome. Cheers, man. I did upgrade your little nomiker on the credits too. So this works. This definitely works for it. Cheers, you guys. I love you very much. All right. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay. Woo! Thank you. You know, I thank you so much for that. So we definitely have at least another month or two taking care of the StreamYard upgrade, and so that's kind of cool. So we'll stay in the luxury accommodations for at least a few more months, and then here's a cool thing. So hubby and I didn't get a chance to go on that cool escape to the wedding, as you guys know. And so we also, though, have our 10-year anniversary this month. Or next month, actually, is September. And so instead of having gone to the wedding, we decided, okay, we're just going to take a special trip together for that. And so it's, of course, going to be mining and hounding affiliated. And so some of this will go towards our trip. Like, I would like to hit the fire opals, and so like it's kind of cool. Like the channel will be able to afford to get some fun going. And look at this. Look at these little guys, you This feels like something that needs to be in a jar. Melissa, I might have to split this with you so that you can have some of these little guys in a jar unless you have some already. But also, these are really spectacular to use with inlay. And so, Lisa, like you're reading my mind. These are going to be super, super beautiful. You guys maybe watched Theo make. Oh, wait, no. Alexis made Theo's ring live, and some of us were all watching. And he used some opals that Jesse brought him from Australia, and they made the inlay ring from that. And so it did make me kind of Jones a little bit, like, oh, I want to make another inlay ring. I did some a couple of years ago, and I definitely feel like it's time to do that again. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Daniel. Really, really appreciate that. Very, very special. And oh my gosh, Mike, thank you so much. All right. And I know that there we go. Oh, wait, thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jeff. Really, really appreciate that. 10 years, went by really fast. It was a pleasure the entire time, I gotta say. And you guys got a chance to see. Some of you have been asking me about the winging that we do. And so that was in the intro. It's going to be in the outro also. You get to see extended footage in the outro though. And that little bit was in our bay, and so we have a place kind of nearby that we get a chance to do some of it. And so thank you. And Mike, thank you so much for your awesome generosity, and it will get shared around the community. Lisa wanted some of this to go out to folks as well as for me, and so we'll make sure that stuff is shared. And so maybe that might go for some shipping for a giveaway or something like that. So again, thank you guys so much for all of your support. It means a ton, and believe me, we'll just reciprocate it right back into the rock community, or maybe do a little honeymooning on it since we have an annual honeymoon. This one's a special one though. So thank you so much, Mike. I really, 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 really appreciate you and everybody. You guys are fabulous. Here's another one of those pieces, and it's beautiful. And so, yeah, we have so many awesome, generous folks in this community, and all the love that everybody's showing everybody is just so heartwarming. When people ask about, y'all, like my friends in the other world. Like, you have no idea, these cats are so cool to hang out with. And yeah, I just, it's like unreal in the internet to have such a fantastic group of people to hang out with, the most loving group I've ever been around. So you guys all rock, that. And so, more show sweetness, I would have to agree. So good. And I thought I saw something. Melissa, I will so fill a tiny jar with little opal babies, right? Opal babies. They're just babies. All right, I'll put some aside for you for sure. So beautiful. I love these. Yeah. And so I'm gonna have to figure out what they are. And then, I mean, once again, like, when they want to play with each other, look at that. And so maybe like a threesome, like I would either, this could be some peridot, or I can't remember what it's called, but there is a really, really cool, like this sour apple green. um there is another mineral that not only comes in this, but also some of the lab minerals that are super cool as well. And so I'm wondering, Lisa, if we know for sure. And then if not, then I can find out. We'll throw it underneath the microscope, because with peridot, I didn't know, or I don't know if you guys knew this, but most peridot has inclusions that we would see right away so that we'd know. But look at how pretty those are together. Like this and a like either an opal or this and this and amethyst, like a no-brainer. So pretty. And so oh my gosh. Yeah, like I'm gonna be up late. We got some more Melissa style stuff here. We got some teeny weeny, what looks like maybe some Herkimers and maybe some emeralds. I'm a guessing. So we can toss the UV on here real quick and see if that's what these guys are. Hello, are you on? And get this over here. Let's see if we can see. Huh. I think we might have not enough light to get these guys properly illuminated, but maybe they're not doing anything also. I'm not entirely sure. But anyways, some gorgeous, gorgeous littles. And again, stuff like this goes, if it's too small to use, they go nicely in little gem jars like Melissa does, but also again into inlay is a really neat use of stuff like that. So there's a really close look, and it looks like those tiny like quartz or whatever they are drilled. And how fun do those look? Um, and wait a second, what? I can tell now that his pick is bigger that it's not Chewbacca. Somebody is Chewbacca. I want to know who's Chewbacca. Um, and somebody's talking about a ring, and I'm wondering if it was the one that Theo made for Miss Alexis. And we'll be getting here. I'll just dump this out so that you guys can see how much we have to go still. And there's still plenty in the box too. So like plenty to look at while I'm opening up bags, guys. Lisa, you are so generous. Thank you so much. Um, and again, if anybody has got an upcoming thing, this I feel like this is maybe a tanzanite. It's huge though. What are we looking at here? Because like look at the purple. Like it's a rose cut something. It could be like a sapphire, but like look at how purple that goes into. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, you guys. Focus much. I'll get the tweezers. It's a cleaner job. This is a job for the tweezers that I've already hidden from myself because this is so much. We got comments. I'm lagging. Oh my gosh. Wow. Herkimer beads. Wow, that's what those were. I was so behind. I was frozen in time. I was like, chat's not moving very fast. Very beautiful treasures, and welcome in, Amber. Good to see you, Tanzanite. Yeah. And are we in agreement? Looking for, yeah. Okay, there's Lisa's comment. Woo. And yeah, several of you voted for that too. And so let me get, oh my gosh, I just had them in my hand and then I let go of them. Here we go. Let's get this going. Oh my gosh. I need the rubber ones that Kyle has. Like this isn't wanting to work. Usually these do fine. There we go. I usually take pictures with these guys. Yeah, look at how much purple is in that stone. That's beautiful. How much fun is that? That'll be fun to play with. See who wants to play with it. I like over or I love open back bezel setting these guys, a rose cut like that, so that is gonna be so much fun to play with. Um, yeah, plasti dip, right, Boot? I need to get on it. There's a few different hacks, like, even if you just put tape on the ends, it's better. Just dip the tip. Yeah, boy. So, if you guys want to, you can put it in the chat here, or you can put it in comments, which is a little bit easier. But if you have some of these things that you would like to see tomorrow night underneath the microscope, the strong microscope, like we're going from 40 to 90x. Yeah, electrical tape is great. Um, then we can look at some of these guys underneath the microscope, and I can show you the inclusions in peridot that kind of give that away, as opposed to something that might not have it. Oh my gosh, oh wow. um and, there's a rim tap or a rim shot. So yeah, we have the jokes going. Now this is either I'm guessing some smoky or some citrine, just depending. That's a lovely little round, like a brilliant cut there. Oh my gosh, Karen, are we being serious here with the focus? Very, very pretty. I don't know what happened. Who else out there? Let me get some white backing so that you guys can see the color properly. I'm gonna get so well set up that all of this stuff will be just ready and apparent so that you guys can see the way stuff needs to be, like, right off the bat. Don't worry, I'll learn. So see how it's like a little bit dimmer color than, maybe a normal citrine or a heat treated citrine would be. So that leads me to think like smoky or topaz or natural, which is pretty darn cool. And topaz. Okay. I got it on the second guess. Wait. This is kind of fun. And so let's see. My gosh, Rufotris is feeling some pain. 90 minutes in, and YouTube is 9% for my video upload. It's just under 9 minutes. Oh my gosh. And yeah, it would be great if that was ready to go by the time we're done here. We could all like just boogie on over to Premiere for you. So keep us updated. Hopefully that, is lying. Sometimes it'll say it's on like 10% for 20 minutes, and then it's like, I'm done, and it's already gone through all the checks and HD is loaded. So go ahead. And surprises me. So that this is a gorgeous topaz. That is really, really special. And yep, thank you, Lisa. She's like, stop guessing. She knows also to shout at me. Like, I might not see it in the fine print until it gets bigger and bigger. Yeah, and I would have to say it exactly like this. Me love topaz. Such a lovely rock. So, so true. Um, and yeah, let's see. It just shot up to 30% as I was saying that. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times that I have had that happen. And it totally, like, I'll be upstairs just doing something completely different, like, just being sort of super miffed at the YouTubes, and then I'll come back down and it's done. Like I've only been gone for 10 minutes and it was like at 1%, like you were saying. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. So the Swiss topaz. I have them off screen so that I can, oh wow, without you guys even seeing what it is. I'm really dropping the ball on this. Look at these guys, you guys. Oh, so we've got these neat shapes, kind of like little moons or half circles Those are so unique, and I would imagine that those are probably as well the topaz. And then look at these little guys. They look like, let me see if I can get that back so that we're not going in and out of focus. There we go. Little teardrops, little pears. Oh, those are so pretty. And those are gonna make stunning, beautiful little sidecars. I love setting stuff like this. Like, I think I was starting to actually say it. How many of you were, like, maybe not super into, oh, what I used to always call bling, because I just wasn't sure what to do with it. There's a lot of standard jewelry out there, and, for me, having come from the background with the gem show in Tucson, it was like like the market was so inundated with stuff and sort of I hate to say, like, somewhat mass produced. It was hard to see the beauty in every single little stone, but it is there. And, this, like, blue ice is just so mesmerizing. I love these so much. All right. Well, this is gonna be very, very fun to lay out on the table. So what I'll do tomorrow is we'll do microzone, but I'll lay some different ones out on the table in an array, and we can do some of that play as well to see, what stones go with what stuff. That's always so much fun to, like, make an artist palette out of all of the rocks. Now, everybody stay hydrated because, oh my gosh, like, this has been already so amazing. Steinkerns and kind sterns to all of you, and especially Lisa and all y'all that have been already pitching into the generosity pool. Oh my gosh, what in the world? No way. No, no way. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is crazy. Lisa, you're a crazy person in the best way. But look at this. What in the world? Is this real? I'm gonna cry. That's amazing. Do you want me to make you something out of this? I mean, I might wanna play with it first, like, so that I can, like, master panning, but then I can, like, melt it down and make you something. Oh my gosh, tears. Yeah. Yes, Way, you found gold. Lisa, you are so sweet. This is so special. Look at those little nuggets. I mean, they're not little. Those are big nuggets by the way of nuggets being what they are. Look at that. That is a jar full of, oh my gosh. Hey, you guys, Lisa, am I allowed to play a trick on my brother with this? Would you mind? Um, and I'll tell you about that in a second, but, William is commiserating with me. Difference is handmade bling versus commercial crankery. Yeah, and I'm not throwing shade on all that because, like, that's pretty too, and I've most certainly, you know, purchased it and worn it and enjoyed the all kinds of beauty out of it. It's just that, like, there's something, I had to, like, I told you I quit for a while because I had to find the soul in it. Look at this. This is not a small amount either, right, Rufo? Yeah, this is crazy. And, and so how about you guys, let's play a trick on my brother who did go panning with us the very, very first time, and I will find this. I will just tell him that I found it because it's true. Lisa just said that I found it in my box. I'll let him in on the joke, but, like, at first I need to kinda mess with him because he's my older brother, and he deserves it. Gold, right? And what did Pliny the Elder say? I think surmised topaz was essentially permafrozen glacier mineral water. Ah, man, right? Gosh, yes. Like, if not, then at the very least, underneath the northern lights kind of like wild color exists in it. It's so magical, you guys. Panning lessons are in my future. You got that right. This is so I mean, I am like my heart's being yanked so hard right now. Um, and this is what yes, you are so sweet and generous. It's amazing. And quite the treasure box, absolutely. And we aren't into it by I don't not even half, you guys. Uh, and I can do whatever I want with it. Well, I definitely want to play with it first, but then I think I should make something for you. Um, it would be fun to, melt this down and do a project. I don't know, what are you supposed to do? Like, if you got, like, super cool nugs like this, is that, like, what's it called? Um a bad thing. Words are not coming to my mind because I'm like seriously gobsmacked. I mean, that's like an understatement on what I'm feeling right now. I'm just totally blown away. I can't believe it. You guys, I'm going to be playing with stones all evening instead of working on the next bracelet whip, but that's what's going to happen because it's too late. the the barrel of monkeys has been opened. Ah, and so, it looks like I have a lovely baggie of Hercs here, some of the big ones, some of the big ones, and, uh, I'm just catching up on the whoa. Little hand drift and, like, right into, like, "Oh, there you go. Have a look at that." Sorry about that, you guys. And, yeah, I'm just, trying to catch up. It could make a charm, yeah, it would be I've seen a lot of different techniques on how you can use that, you can melt it down and create something. You can use it even in its nug form, and so I'm gonna have to, like, meditate on that and hopefully be able to do some, special work with it. Just some to play with and practice with. Playing quartz, alright. And, yeah, we've got some cuts that we need to do some practicing on, like the frosting. Karen likes facets with frosting on them. I like facets with frosting on them more than frosted cake by a long shot. Free gold, I'll take 2, says Deb. Thank you. And what do we have here? Yeah, very nice clear quartz. That's gonna be amazing. And I know that Jahik is talking about hopefully getting his Fazitron up and so if I think he might have some facet rough in that like little group of stuff that he has, but if he needs some more practice, I'm more than willing to share to get that stuff going. And what are these? These like are a very, very pretty color of um I'm wondering if this is like tumbled what's the glass that glows? UV required. Okay, it is that. Uranium glass. Da 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 da. Uranium. Turning off the light, firing up the UV. I should have known that this UV was going to be necessary with Lisa. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at that. How pretty is that? You guys, should I facet some of this uranium glass? What do you guys think? Is that something that has the OG doctor done this already? Because how much fun would it be to have like a big old blinger and then it's like UV this? Like you'd be the belle of the rave, you know? Shoot, I should have put a few of these into into the tiara. As soon as the lights go down, she's like, ooh, ooh. Yes, facet the uranium glass. That's gonna happen. That is so gonna happen. Like these, like some glibbity glop of one of these guys is gonna get dopped like yesterday. And if I want extra fingers, okay. So, is the uranium glass dangerous to work with? Help me out. Don't let me do a bad. Everybody's like, "What happened to Karen?" And I'm Blinky, the three-eyed wonder chick at that point. So, yeah, that's that's a good point. Maybe we wanna think about it, but, like, I know some folks that have, at the very least, cut it. So, what do we think? I'll have to look that up, but it's such a pretty stone. I wanna do it. No to the what? What does no mean? Does no mean don't do it, or does no mean no, it's not dangerous? Um, let's see. Nah, I asked in a faceting Discord too. So nah is don't do it, or nah is oh, don't breathe it. Okay. Don't breathe or eat it. Okay. Yeah, yeah, you work with, the uranium glass, Miss Ellison, so you should know, and it is really pretty, Amber, oh my gosh. It would be so, so, so pretty, faceted, I wanna do it. Like, I wanna dop one up tonight. I'm supposed to be working. I mean, that's work technically, but some of my work is play and other things are more work oriented, like trying to finish up some work, like the pretty bracelets that I've been working on. So excited. I love cuffs so much, and I just decided to, after all of that work with the tiara, indulge myself and make some big cuffs, cuz like that tiara makes everything else seem like a small thing. Now. And we have, oh, I just lost one. Nice. Ooh, doggies. Look at how much fun that is. We'll have to spy at some of these in the microscope tomorrow so that I can see what I can do as far as working them. But meanwhile, we'll use our little trick here and take a quick peek because they're beautiful. Uh, See what we got as far as the translucency goes. And so, yeah. Oh, hi. It's doing that. It wasn't doing that before, but it's doing that now. Why? Why? Oh, it might be on a different setting. Yeah, I'll be darned. There, look at that color. That's pretty. Corundum. Dum 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 dum. Real nice. Hello, beautiful. You sure are looking nice tonight. Ah, yeah. Look at that luscious color. All right, so yeah, that's gonna be super fun. I mean, look at how blue that looks. Ah, gee whiz. Ah, stronger language. Insert here. I'll just say gee whiz though. Wow. It's all good practice for me. You're darn right. I'm gonna need to order some more diamond paste, and maybe even another lap. I'm not quite set up for some of the harder stones. I've been working mostly with the sunstones, and like the opal does well with the same setup, and the garnets and the peridot, and what else have I been doing? Of course, the obsidian and the fire opal. So all those things work well with the setup for the sunstones. And then you need a bit harder, like a little bit more for some of the harder stones. And so like the sapphires and the rubies and the emeralds get into having a little bit different lapidary setup for your faceter, which is okay. Like it's maybe one lap that I need, and some higher grit diamond paste is all. And oh goodness gracious, we'll be all having a bunch of fun. One of the things that I did say uh, earlier, maybe in the write up for this, golly, Like, look at this. Like, again, insert, stronger words. I'm just keeping it family friendly. But we have these gorgeous garnets. Oh my gosh, be still my heart. Look at you. Oh, you're so pretty. Look at that color. The rhodonite ones with that purple to it instead of just being like I love wine red too, but it's so amazing how purple some of these can be. Like that's somewhere in between like uh, you know, Pinot Noir and having more grapiness, like just being purple. Oh, so pretty. Oh, it could be the bag too. There's a tint to the bag, but that is just so pretty. Oh man. Yeah, rhodolite is so good. Um, well polished gastrointestinal tract. Are we still on eating the uranium glass? Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't eat the diamond paste either. Oh, yeah, like in kindergarten. Like lapidary kindergartners, like, eat the diamond paste. Like, "No, don't do it." That's the well-polished gastrointestinal tract. Now I'm playing with you. I got it. Okay, so we're gonna see all these guys out of their baggies so that we can kinda see true color. Tomorrow, I'll have stuff set up so that, like I said, we can play Who Loves Each Other in the room. And these some orange garnets then, Lisa? Ah. Cindy is saying, I have a couple of those garnets and was thinking about what to make with them, right, Cindy? Oh, like some of this stuff, I mean, kind of all of it, like it's like you want to do something really special. And it's not like you ever go to make a piece that isn't super special, but sometimes it feels like there's almost like more more pressure because you're like, okay, this has to be really good because this is such a pretty stone. I want to do you justice. Like those blue topaz. I know I'm gonna like be on super. Um, it's got to be special factor. Oh, it's always easier to flip it over and do it this way anyway. So I will do it that way. She said confidently and then can't lift it up. Look at this how hardcore that color is. That is so orange. I mean, that's one of the things about the gemstones though. When we were talking about you know, pro or anti bling, yeah, look at that color. Look at that color. Is that there's a saturation of color for anybody who wants to appreciate it that is as true a color, like just fetching the color right out of the rainbow. I mean, these colors don't get much more saturated in just hardly anything else. And I that must be why the human condition is to fall in love with some of this stuff so much is that, as an artist who mixes a palette of paint, it's like, oh man, to be able to wear this color that I'm making on my palette would be so cool. And then here it is, like right in front of you. And it has the glowiness of I like to paint in oils. And the reason why is because you can make a gem out of the oils. Like the plastic nature of acrylic doesn't seem to lend itself to the suspension of the pigmentation in the oil. Like you actually are building something like an opal because you are making these thin layers of pigmentation in the oil that just get to refract with each other. And so if you glaze well and you load up some interesting glazes so that the different pigments can play together, it's like you're building a gemstone. And I love, love, love that kind of saturation. It's just amazing. Um, and so Hessonite. Yes, thank you. Oh, Hessonite. Yes, says Dub. Thank you guys for being the braining wheels so well. I like I told you at the top of this live that it was going to be hard to talk, hard to do English today. And it looks like we've got some more of those beautiful garnets, and they're going to be amazing to play with. I had my last was a rhodonite garnet that I had dopped up, and it was just making this fantastic. It was one of Arya Akavan's cuts because pretty high centered on his cuts right now. Faceted piece, and it did fracture when it came off of the dop. It had an internal fracture. It just wasn't meant to be, and I tried not to throw a fit, but I was like, maybe I just need to be working on jewelry right now. Right, meow, and give the faceting a little break because sometimes it can be really frustrating when you fall in love, and then when you're done, the wax or the glue that you were using was the thing that was holding the stone together. Because some of these stones, to find some that don't have internal fractions can be really hard, like to be absolutely perfectly clear. And not have any issues. That becomes like expensive rough. This is going to be super fun to play with. You can see there's some superstars in there that are going to be amazing. And I've been contemplating some different cuts that I really want to try on some of the oranges and yellows, some sunshine cuts, and so that's gonna be really exciting to play with. Thank you, Lisa. Oh my gosh. So much, so much, so much good stuff. But yeah, like some really, really interesting tourmaline, and there's sugar. I think that's tourmaline, or is that also some barrel in there? Let's take it out because that was a long stick. Look at that. That looks like some pink, some pretty sugar. Uh, again, like just want to eat it. Some sugary tourmalines. Um, yeah, raw totally works. It's really great to have some gems that are already cut so that I can just like set them already and make a pretty thing. And then you guys know how much I love the artistry in making the cuts, and so it's like one step at a time. And I guess even really experienced cutters still, you lose a stone here and there. So it is what it is. Oh, is John in the house? Did I see a John? Is there? Oh, there is. Got to go. 20 minutes. Well, thank you so much, John, for coming by. It was so good to see you. Yeah, just playing with rocks up over here. We miss you so much. Have a very, very good evening, and I hope that you get your technology together soon because it's just not the same without you here in the chats with us all. And of course, we'd love to hear more jams too. So cheers, John. Thanks for coming by. Um, and sugar cubes. Absolutely. For sure. Super tasty. And yeah. Oh, these are to practice with for what else is in here. And so I did find I did one of these sugar cubes from the last little bit. Hey. That the last little bit that Lisa did bring me in a box, and they like these guys actually that you can see that there's some internal fractures, so you have to be careful. Like I was doing the preform, like the cut before it goes on the dop, and I was able to get a preform, but you can see like right there's like a fracture down the middle of that guy, and so the light part not so much, and the dark part yay good. And so I made a rose cut out of one of them, and it happened really nicely. And so definitely some stuff that can be done with that. And who do we have here? I'm afraid to guess. Well, what do we have here, Miss Darling Lisa? I'm not seeing any writing on this bag. And perfect for on top of a gem cake. Yeah, right. It does look like that so much. We miss John. Yes, I would agree. We miss him. Now this is like a big, huge hunk of something that looks really clear, like it's a good clear cutter from first appraisal. I mean, if you look through that window right there, it's looking pretty clear in there. Hello. Who are you? What's your name? Cindy's guess is Danburite. No means no, says Mr. Montana. Quartz. It's like, oh, it's Lake County Diamond. Nice. This is amazingly clear. This is a beautiful Lake County Diamond. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, this is going to be so good to facet. And Lake County isn't too far from me, actually. And it's kind of funny. People have asked me if I've gone after the diamonds, and uh, sunstones are a little too close to where you'd fetch those, and so I I've gone after the sunstones instead. Let's bring out. Oh wait, there's another. This guy. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, look at that big banger. My gosh. That, it looks like something again that you would just eat. Like, this can't be a gem. It looks like it would dissolve in your mouth. It looks like it would taste so sweet also. Look at that. Wow, are we looking at an emerald here, Lisa? What do we have? What is this? Can it be an emerald? My gosh. Kablow. Yeah, right? Ka-chunk. Ka-chunkadonk. I like the zoning in that, actually. Look at that. Wow. Like, it almost goes to, like it goes from, like, a sweet, grassy green to an aqua, like, there through the middle. It is a gummy. I know, right, Daniel? Not that I've ever seen one before. It's a faceted fluorite. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that's so pretty. Here, let me do this. I'm forgetting myself. I need to be a better hostess. There. Look at that. We'll take a closer look at this too. I think that the zoning might be interesting to look at tomorrow with some lighting and maybe underneath the microscope. But I know that that would just make such a neat piece with something. Oh, it's going to be so much fun to play with all these guys. It's going to be like better than the biggest artist palette you could ever imagine. Is that purple in it? I don't think that there was purple. Is it? Maybe. Ye that outa UV nice. Let's do that. Ye all, let us make a UV situation happen. Here, once again, not being the best guest. Oh, and Ochiko just slipped in here too. Um, Steve was bringing me something to Steinkern. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that? Good idea, William. Oh, it would be so much fun to make a piece with this and the uranium glass. And you'd just be like the belle of the ball. Like your piece is just mad changing colors. Look at that. That was like quite the instant gratification there. What a good idea. Bam. Oh, this is gonna be super fun to rock for somebody. Oh, you gotta like walk around with your own UV light, like, hey, you wanna check this out? Bam! Like sucker punch people with your beautiful rock. Kiss the ring. Oh my gosh, that is too much. Oh, that's beautiful. How super fun. I'm being probably redundant with terms here, but you get to a point where like wow is just yep. Yepper. Wow, wow, wow. This is insane, Lisa. I mean, oh, we've been going like this always happens with Lisa boxes. We've been going for an hour and a half. And I would say that I don't know, we might be halfway through. Green eggs and ham. Green eggs and blue ham, man. It's beautiful. Um, oh my gosh. Lisa, you are way too much. I love it. Wait, here it is. Just got littles for me. Ah, I love you so much. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to talk about all the things that you need made. Because gosh, there's no way I can um, properly recompense. This is amazing. Yes, indeed, it is a TARDIS box. It looked so small on the inside, but it was dense. Like it seriously felt like it was like packed with lead or something. And green eggs and fluorite. Yeah, indeed. So we'll open up this guy here, and then I'm thinking that we're gonna have to probably do like part two tomorrow night, unless like vote down there while I take a steinkern if we need to be going for another long patch of time, or if you guys think that it would be better for us to break it up a little bit. I know some of you guys on the East Coast, it's going to be getting late, and some people actually have to do something tomorrow. This is kind of Friday for some of us, but some of us not so much. And so you guys can place your votes. um yeah, yeah, Doctor Who references, we all love it. There you go, TARDIS and your Steinkerns. Woo! Yeah, that's some Friday drink right there. Hee hee hee. Um, and Melissa's weighing in. We've got there. I'm down to keep watching, but I've over here on the left coast. Right. Indeed, we are. It's late on the West Coast. It's not late yet. It's only 8 o'clock. Um, Friday or frightening. And so that's some kind of a vote. Here we have part two, tired and bedtime. Thank you so much for hanging out, though, Mike. I mean, enduring all of this like beauty can be difficult. It does take something out of you. So I definitely respect that bed needs to happen for some of us. I'm going to, and Daniel's bedtime too. I'm gonna do one more here, and then we will go ahead and wrap it. Oh my gosh. This is so rad. Does this not look like something that like goes in the shower? It's not though. Look at how cool that is. Wow. How pretty is that? This is gonna be fun to put underneath the microscope, I think, too, just to see like the lattice on the feldspars and things that are evanescent. Um, like the Petersite and stuff like that is always really, really fun. Like I just had some labradorite underneath it with the higher magnification. Like usually when we do the microzone so far, we've been doing about 10 to 40x, because that's where it's set so that I can get work done when I set stones, or if I'm looking at the gemstones to grade them so that I can use them. That's the magnification that works the best. But I do have a 45 to 90, and so that's what's on the microscope right now, because we were looking at some gold that I thought that we maybe found in some silver ore, which is crazy, 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 that I posted up on the Discord. And so yeah, we'll be looking at and so of course, since I had the higher magnification, I'm like, oh, let's have a rebate on some of this other stuff that we've been looking at, and it has been quite fun. So we'll do some of that tomorrow. And we've got Amazonite. Yeah, God, I love it. It's so beautiful. I mean, that adventure essence is just ka-chow. Amazon Amazonite soap, yes. It is gorgeous. Irish Spring, that's what yeah, I totally was, like, thinking Yeah, that thing. It just blew straight into the microphone. That's not good for anybody. But wait, wow. Yeah, right, Mike? I know it's hard. Like I don't want to leave anybody out of what is about to happen and come out of that box. And so um we'll definitely go on tomorrow and not have anybody have any FOMO. So 6 o'clock tomorrow. Who remembers the huge sweet tarts? Dude, that was like one of my very, very favorite things in life when I was little, was those giant sweet tarts. Like I'm gonna start salivating right now thinking about it. I like the chewy ones. I love sour things. I'm a sour things person. So yeah. And Chris needs one now. Yes. And Muzz says that their Muzz package is there from Daniel, I would imagine. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's hot. Yes, agreed, Papa. Um, and nice. Where in Colorado can I find that? Yeah. You might want to hit up Kurt from Rock County Adventures for some information. He's pretty good about some of the different Colorado spots. Um, yeah, Kano Chewy. I love the chewy ones. The chewy ones were my jam. I loved them so much. Like just skateboarding down the street with like chewy sweet tarts. The big ones. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure, but Kurt can get you the invite to the group. Oh, wow. Okay. Very, very cool. Thank you for that, Lisa. And oh, hey, Tomcat, still hanging out. I hope that you're chilling hard. Thank you. It like the nice stuff was from Lisa for sure. And whoever took Cindy's remote, give it back. And yeah, alkaline feldspar. You gotta love the feldspars. I I love looking at the feldspars under the microscope. Like I said, the lattice is so neat on all of them. So cool. So cool. All right. So, that being said, let's see. There we go. Actually, we could do this entirely. Lisa, you are an amazing human being. And you knew that already. And if you didn't, I think that everybody here in the chat and among the internet and into the Discord and over the hills and through the woods and all that kind of stuff, they all could chant it. You are just such a generous and amazing person. Thank you so much for sharing this box with me and all these gems. And I will definitely make sure that members of the community get some of the spoils as well. I can be a hub to help out some of that. And Jahik was not expecting that. I didn't know what to expect either, Jahik, but it was definitely an amazing box. And one of the things about Lisa is that she knows what I like. She does pay attention, and I think that she has been watching when I just go insanely gaga over things, and she squirrels these things away. And I just can't tell you how blessed I am to have a friend like you. Thank you so much. For a week of celebrating, the ups and the downs. Like Lisa, I hope that you're feeling better. I know that you've been feeling sick too. And then again, like we all got to celebrate seeing our friends Theo and Alexis get married, and Jesse was there, and Kyle was there, and Derek the Rock Master was there, and uh, uh, Kate, Katie did was there, Mr. did as well, and even one of the groomsmen was Montana Rock Mom. Just all these friends and all you guys out there in the chat, and how we get to hang out all a week long on everybody's premieres and lives and things like that. You guys are all just completely loved. I hope that everybody feels that way. And Lisa, you haven't even gotten to the faceting rev. Oh dear. I'm gonna try to not peak between now and tomorrow evening when we all get together again at 6 o'clock for the Friday Night Live. Um, I don't know, I'll probably end up, like, bawling or something like that. I mean, I seriously can't thank you enough. It's I needed the faceting rough. I really did. I've been in a between a rock and a hard place with learning because I've got, like, good stones, and then I've got, like, the stones that I can practice on, and then there's this mid area where I wanna try things, but when they're done, I want them to be able to go out into the world and be somebody's beautiful gem, and so you're really helping that middle place, and then, of course, still so much experimenting to do. I think that we get to be a beginner. It's really humbling to be a beginner in anything, and with I think faceting, you get to be a beginner a long time. There's so much learning to do. Like, you can get, like, sorta good, and then you just see where the ceiling is, and it's like so anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you, Kid and Melissa and Jahik. And oh, Jahik was considering going live again, but feeling a little spacey already, let us know. We'd love to come and hang out over there. And Amber and Cindy and let's see. This week has always been a rough week for me, and I appreciate all of you for being there for me without even knowing you are. It has been a bit of a ripper of a week, and so we're happy to be here for you, Cindy, and thank you for being here for us. Uh, for whatever it is that folks are going through. um, hey, Bob, good to see you. So Jenny and of course Lisa are our guest of honor this evening. Uh, and Liz be rocking. And hey, oh, Joseph is here and Rosalind is here. Wait a second, did I just see that? Yeah. Uh, it's so good to see you guys. It's been a minute. You guys must be like touring around and gathering up your own gems and things, huh? Well, thank you so much for swinging by. We're just starting to wrap stuff up. And so it's so good to see you. Thank you so much. And praying for all who are not feeling their best. That's so sweet of you, Rosie. Yes. And prayers to you too that you're feeling good and all the good things are happening in your life. Daniel, thanks for hanging out. Jennifer, thank you. And Allison, thank you so much. Everybody who came. Of course, Chris. Okay. Oh my. And we're going to find out about Chris. Do we have a premiere coming up? Went to the storage unit and back, still barely uploading. I'm sorry, man. Let us know in the Discord when you are gonna post that bad boy, and we'll all come a running over. I'm so sorry that that was hindered in that way. It just that's YouTube for you. And Lisa is a rock star. We are all so seriously blessed to have each other in our lives. Cheers and steinkerns to you. And we will see you tomorrow night for part 2. Thank you for hanging out for this like kind of pop up last minute. Didn't hardly tell anybody live stream. It's always just such a pleasure to hang out. And I've been like trying to find the energy to do it. It's been a weird week. So kind sterns and steinkerns. And I love you, all of you. Thank you so much for coming. Gonna send you out with a little bit of what we get to do here in our bay. And until until we meet again tomorrow night, like I said, I love you. Steinkerns, here we go. Are we alive, everybody? Are you here? Am I here? And we can't hear me. Let's start over again. Are you here? Am I here? And we can't hear me. Let's start over again.